Hey folks, Chris, Kentucky Woodsman. A lot of y'all know I love to kayak. That being said, I didn't get the best of kayaks in the world. But I've made a few modifications to it. I've made this kayak mine. And it actually, it turned out pretty good. It's not a huge kayak, and that has its pluses and it has its minuses. It's a Sundolphin Aruba 8SS. And so it's very short, but it will float me, and it actually does a pretty good job. And it's where it lacks stability in still water, it's very stable in fast moving water, which is a good thing. Now, like I said, I made a few modifications to it. I wasn't real pleased with it when I first got it, and the modifications I made seems to have helped it a whole lot. And I was asked by another channel to show some of the modifications that I've made to my Sundolphin Aruba 8SS. The first thing I did was I put a seat pad in here. Now, I made this seat pad out of a kneeling pad, garden kneeling pad that I got from Tractor Supply Center. And it really helped the comfort level. Another thing that I found was every time I got in or out of the kayak, I was scraping my legs up on the plastic. The plastic is very sharp around the edges, so I got some edge guarding and placed edge guarding all the way around. See, some of it's trying to actually come off down here, but I placed edge guarding all the way around. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I added footrest in it. Also added a paddle keeper. I was tired of trying to hang on to my paddle, so I added a paddle keeper. Okay, one of the best modifications I've made that has done me more good and helped me out more than anything was changing out this portal. There was a storage compartment in here, and it was about 4 inches in diameter, and it had just a small, really shallow cup. And basically what it was happening was all I had was that one little storage area, like I said, about the size of a good size, plastic cup, about not much bigger than a red Solo cup. And I knew all this space in here was open. So what I did was I cut that cup out, and I backed the screws out of the portal, and I ordered me another hatch cover. And basically, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I opened up all this storage space in the back of this kayak by simply cutting out that small 4-inch storage compartment and placing this new portal in. Now, what I like about this portal is I can stuff dry sacks inside of here. I can also use this nylon bag just to keep stuff in. As long as it's waterproof, it's not going to get wet. And then this cover just goes back on just like the original one did. And another thing I did was I went and got some Great Stuff foam, and I sprayed in here. Now, it doesn't keep all the water out of this back compartment, but it keeps the majority out. And like I said, if you've got dry sacks in there, dry bags, everything stays good and dry. You got plenty of storage. You got room for a small stove. You got room for food. You got room for drinks. And in all honesty, if you wanted to, you could fill this whole compartment with ice and just store your drinks in there. But that's some of the modifications I've made to the kayak. If I had it to do over, I probably wouldn't get a Sundolphin Aruba 8SS. Just because it is so basic and so bare. But with the modifications I've made, it's a lot better kayak. It rides a lot better. It's got a lot more storage, and it's just a lot more user friendly. So like I said, I was asked to show the modifications I've made to my kayak, and this is the modifications I've made.